As the sun set over Orlando in 2015, the city came alive with anticipation for a night of unforgettable music. The air buzzed with excitement as fans made their way to the concert venue, eagerly chatting about their favorite Elton John songs. Families, friends, and fans of all ages filled the seats, each person buzzing with energy, ready to witness a legendary performance. Inside the arena, vibrant lights illuminated the stage, casting colorful patterns across the crowd. The chatter turned into cheers as concertgoers settled in, clutching glow sticks and wearing shirts emblazoned with Elton's iconic album covers. Everyone was there for one reason: to see the man whose music had touched their hearts over decades. As the house lights dimmed, a wave of excitement washed over the audience. The atmosphere shifted from lively chatter to hushed whispers as they waited for Elton John to appear. A mix of nervousness and thrill hung in the air like static electricity, heightening everyone's senses. Fans clapped and shouted in joyful anticipation when the first notes rang out from behind the curtain. Suddenly, Elton stepped onto the stage, dressed in his signature flamboyant style. The crowd erupted into applause, cheering as he waved and took his place at the piano. With a smile that lit up the room, he began to play his timeless hits. Each song resonated deeply within everyone present, creating a connection that only live music can offer. Among them was young Bella Ruiz, sitting excitedly in her seat with her stuffed lion clutched tightly in her hands. She was mesmerized by the show, her eyes sparkling with delight as she absorbed every note and lyric. As she swayed to the rhythm of beloved melodies surrounding her, it became clear that this concert was not just an event, it was a magical experience that would be etched in her memory forever. Little did she know that soon she would become part of an unforgettable moment that would leave a lasting impression on everyone there. In the middle of that vibrant crowd, there sat a special little girl named Bella Ruiz. At just 7 years old, she was brimming with excitement, ready to savor every moment of the concert. Her wide eyes sparkled under the bright lights as she clutched her favorite possession, a soft, stuffed lion named Leo. For Bella, Leo wasn't just a toy, he was her friend and a comforting companion who made every adventure feel more magical. Dressed in a bright t-shirt adorned with glittery stars, Bella's youthful spirit radiated as she bounced in her seat, humming along to the opening tunes. With each note played, her love for the music grew stronger. She could feel it deep in her heart, connecting her to the artists on stage and everyone around her. The atmosphere buzzed with shared joy, but for Bella, it felt like the music spoke directly to her. As she held Leo high in the air, like he was dancing along with her, Bella imagined that they were part of something grand and beautiful. The melodies wrapping around her seemed to blend perfectly with the rhythm of her heartbeat. Sitting beside her parents, who smiled warmly at their daughter's enthusiasm, Bella twirled and swayed in her seat as if she were already part of the performance. Bella's pure delight transformed the moment into something special. In that instant, she didn't just feel like another fan in the crowd, she felt important and seen. Holding up Leo high above her head became an expression of her bubbly joy. She wanted to share this thrilling experience with everyone around her, a way to show how music could connect hearts and create memories. Little did Bella know that this very moment would lead to an unexpected connection with Elton John himself. Her love for music and cherished lion would soon make waves far beyond what she could ever imagine. As the concert continued, the music suddenly faded into silence, creating a moment of stillness that hung in the air like a delicate thread. The crowd, filled with eager fans, held their breath in anticipation. This quiet break felt almost magical, as everyone was drawn into a shared moment of excitement and wonder. Conversation ceased, and all eyes turned toward the stage, waiting for what would come next. In this hushed atmosphere, Bella's heart raced with joy. Seizing the opportunity to show her enthusiasm, she lifted her stuffed lion, Leo, high above her head. The soft plush toy sparkled under the colorful lights of the arena. To Bella, it felt like Leo was alive and dancing along with her. She beamed with pride as she held him up for everyone to see, a symbol of her love for music and adventure. Around her, other fans noticed Bella's gesture and smiled at her infectious energy. Some even joined in by cheering her on quietly, encouraging this little girl who was so full of life. The connection between the audience members deepened as they shared in Bella's innocent joy. It was as if they were all part of an unspoken celebration. In that precious moment of stillness, Elton John stood at his piano, observing the crowd with a thoughtful expression. When his gaze fell upon Bella and her stuffed lion, he couldn't help but grin widely. It was a heartwarming sight that made him feel connected to his audience on a deeper level. He sensed that this quiet pause was not just an intermission but an opportunity to acknowledge the pure spirit of joy radiating from Bella. Then, without saying a word, he began to play the familiar opening notes of Circle of Life. The audience erupted into cheers once more as they recognized the iconic melody that had already woven its way into their hearts. Bella's gesture had sparked something magical in that arena, an unforgettable moment where music and innocence collided beautifully. As the first notes of Circle of Life filled the air, the audience erupted in cheers, but it was Bella who caught Elton John's eye. He was seated at his grand piano, fingers poised above the keys, when he noticed the little girl with her stuffed lion held proudly aloft. A wide grin spread across his face, lighting up his features and revealing a warmth that resonated with the crowd. Elton's eyes sparkled as he took in the sight of Bella, her face glowing with joy and innocence. She was completely lost in the moment, swaying gently to the music while holding Leo high as if he were part of the performance. It reminded him of the pure joy that music can bring to people of all ages, and he felt a rush of appreciation for her enthusiasm. With a nod of recognition directed toward Bella, Elton signaled to her without saying a word. It was a silent acknowledgement that spoke volumes, the kind of connection that only music can create between an artist and their audience. Bella's heart soared as she realized that Elton saw her, and in that moment, she felt truly special. The energy in the arena shifted. It was no longer just a concert but a shared experience where everyone felt united. As he played on, Elton incorporated a playful flourish into the melody, further engaging his audience. He continued to glance at Bella occasionally, sharing smiles that made her feel like she was dancing on stage with him. The joy radiating from her was infectious, prompting other fans to cheer even louder as they witnessed this sweet interaction. It was a heartwarming reminder that even in such a large venue filled with thousands of people, individual moments could shine brightly. As the chorus approached, Elton nodded once more at Bella, encouraging her to dance freely. The crowd erupted into applause, celebrating not just the music but the delightful connection between a legendary artist and an inspired little girl. As the audience continued to cheer for Bella's joyous display, a hush fell over the arena. It was a moment of pure anticipation, with everyone ready for the next performance. Without any prior announcement, Elton John's fingers glided across the piano keys, effortlessly weaving a gentle melody that seemed to float through the air like magic. The familiar notes of Circle of Life began to emerge, captivating everyone present. Elton's voice, rich and powerful, filled the space around him, instantly creating an emotional atmosphere that resonated deep within the hearts of the audience. The song's opening lines echoed beautifully, intertwining with Bella's gleeful spirit as she continued to sway with her stuffed lion held high. For Bella, it felt like a dream. She had always loved this song, and now here it was, unfolding in front of her in the most unexpected way. As Elton poured his heart into the performance, a sense of unity swept through the crowd. Families and friends joined in harmony, some even humming along as they shared smiles and laughter. Everyone was swept away by the enchanting moment that seemed to bridge generations and remind them of the power of music. The song's message of life and connection seemed even more poignant as Bella danced joyfully along with the uplifting melody. Elton occasionally glanced toward Bella, acknowledging her presence and radiating warmth in his eyes. His genuine appreciation for her excitement infused the atmosphere with even more joy. Each note sang out not just for Bella but for everyone in the arena, turning an ordinary concert into an extraordinary celebration. This unplanned magical moment carried a profound weight. It was as if Elton had intentionally chosen to acknowledge Bella and her love for music through his performance. The entire audience swayed together, lost in the music and in each other's company, sharing in something truly special. As Circle of Life reached its crescendo, The heartfelt connection between artist and audience became undeniable, a memory that would linger long after the final note faded away. As the enchanting notes of Circle of Life flowed through the arena, Bella felt an exhilarating rush of joy. She couldn't contain herself any longer. Her feet began to move in rhythm with the music, and she danced in place, her stuffed lion held high above her head. With each beat, her laughter bubbled out like a melody of its own, and it was as if she had become the star of the moment. Bella twirled and swayed, feeling the energy of the crowd surrounding her. The audience was captivated not just by Elton's performance, but by this little girl who radiated pure happiness. Her bright eyes sparkled, and a beaming smile stretched across her face as she reveled in the magic of the moment. It felt as though the music was flowing through her veins, connecting her to everyone present. In that joyful dance, Bella became a symbol of innocence and excitement. The audience cheered louder, clapping their hands to encourage her spirited movements. Families around her joined in with smiles and laughter, creating an atmosphere filled with warmth and unity. It was a beautiful sight as people stood up to sway along with her, making Bella feel like she was at the center of a grand celebration. Elton John glanced over at Bella while he sang, his heart swelling with joy at seeing her delight. He nodded in approval, further inspiring Bella to dance even more energetically. The chorus resonated through the arena, and she felt like she was dancing on a stage all on her own, even though thousands were there to witness it. As the song continued, Bella's movements became more expressive and carefree. She spun around with Leo held high, lifting him proudly as if he were also part of the performance. For those precious moments, nothing else mattered. It was just Bella, Leo, and the music, a perfect blend of childhood wonder and heartfelt connection that would be remembered long after the concert ended. The crowd responded with thunderous applause, celebrating not only Elton's talent but also this unforgettable moment brought to life by a joyful little girl. As the final notes of Circle of Life resonated through the arena, a palpable wave of excitement swept over the audience. Bella's joyful dance had captivated everyone, and it became clear that this moment was something truly special. When the song concluded, the crowd erupted into applause, cheers echoing off the walls like thunder. One by one, fans began to rise from their seats, giving Bella a heartfelt standing ovation. It was a spontaneous display of support and appreciation for the little girl who had brought so much joy to the concert. The energy in the arena heightened as more people joined in, clapping their hands and shouting words of encouragement. Bella stood at the center of it all, her eyes wide with amazement as she took in the overwhelming response from those around her. Families leaned closer together as they cheered, while friends hugged each other in excitement. The atmosphere transformed into a celebration not just for Elton John's performance, but also for Bella's enchanting spirit that brightened the night. Parents lifted their children onto their shoulders so they could see better, all wanting to share in this unforgettable moment. Elton John watched with a warm smile on his face, clearly moved by the sight of Bella soaking up all the love and admiration from the audience. He raised his arms in acknowledgement, encouraging the crowd to continue cheering for her, a gesture that further ignited their enthusiasm. It was as if he understood how significant this moment was for both Bella and everyone present. Bella felt like she was floating with happiness as she soaked in every clap and cheer. She held Leo still high above her head, beaming with pride and feeling like a true star for the first time in her life. This unexpected moment had transformed an ordinary concert into an extraordinary memory, one where music, joy, and connection intertwined beautifully. As applause continued to fill the air, it became clear that this night would be remembered forever, not just for Elton's music but for a little girl who danced her heart out and captured everyone's hearts along with it. The magic of live performances has a unique way of drawing people together, creating bonds that transcend age, background, and experience. During moments like Bella's joyful dance at the concert, the power of music shone brightly, reminding everyone of the emotions it can evoke. When Elton John began to play Circle of Life, the atmosphere transformed into something truly special, connecting each member of the audience in a tapestry of shared joy and celebration. Music has an unparalleled ability to stir emotions within us. It can take us back to cherished memories or inspire us to create new ones. In that arena, as Bella danced with her stuffed lion, her laughter and enthusiasm became a symbol of innocence and pure joy. The audience responded instinctively, not just with applause, but with a heartfelt recognition of the beauty in her expression. In that moment, each person present felt something deeper, a collective appreciation for the magic happening right before their eyes. Elton John's performance was not merely a display of talent. It was an invitation for everyone to escape into a world where music reigns supreme. His nods toward Bella reflected his understanding of that connection, encouraging her to embrace the moment fully. Each note he played resonated within the hearts of the audience members, fostering camaraderie among strangers, who became friends through the shared experience of music. As Bella swayed and twirled, the crowd mirrored her joy. Families hugged one another tighter, friends exchanged smiles, and even those who had come alone felt a sense of belonging. This was the essence of live music, the ability to bring people together, to foster connections that might not happen in everyday life. In such moments, we realize how powerful music is in expressing our emotions. It helps us celebrate life's milestones and comforting us during challenging times. The heartfelt response from the audience showcased their understanding that they were partaking in a remarkable experience, one woven together by laughter, love, and unity. As Bella's dance came to a close and the applause rang out, it was clear that this concert would be remembered not just for Elton John's performance but for the profound connections made through the magic of music. The heartwarming moments at Elton John's concert in Orlando in 2015 will forever resonate within the memories of those who were present. Bella Ruiz, a bright-eyed 7-year-old, transformed a simple gesture of holding up her stuffed lion into a magical experience that touched the hearts of everyone around her. This seemingly small act sparked a chain reaction of joy and connection, creating an unforgettable night filled with emotion. For Bella, the moment was monumental. She felt like a star, dancing freely and receiving the love and admiration of the audience that surrounded her. It was not just a performance. It became a celebration of music, innocence, and shared happiness. The standing ovation she received was a testament to how her spirit uplifted the entire crowd, reminding each person present of the joy that comes from embracing life's special moments. Elton John, too, was impacted by this exchange. His genuine smile and acknowledgement of Bella reflected his understanding of the powerful bond created through music. In choosing to play Circle of Life, he recognized the significance of Bella's gesture and allowed it to blossom into something far greater than a mere song. The connection he fostered with Bella resonated throughout the arena, highlighting how even one small interaction can ripple outwards, touching countless lives. The audience's response captured the essence of what live music is truly about, bringing people together regardless of their backgrounds or differences. For those present, it became more than just another concert. It was a shared experience that fostered unity, laughter, and love. The magic of that night served as a beautiful reminder that music can create bonds that last a lifetime. As people left the venue that evening, they carried with them not only memories of Elton John's performance, but also the inspiration from a little girl who danced with pure joy. Bella's moment was a heartfelt reminder of how simple gestures can create extraordinary experiences, ones that linger in our hearts and remind us of the beauty found in connection through music and shared emotions.